Joining me, and welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've been around, but I'll explain another day. Today, let's do the next 30 days for all signs. I can't find my dice, so I'm going to use these cards to pick out the order. So nobody needs to keep track. We'll just go one by one. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll throw in some astrology and tarot for the next 30 days and we'll just go through it one by one, okay? So this is from January 17th through February 17th. I hope that's okay. I'm shuffling the cards for order. I hope you guys had a happy new year and I hope you're having a good 2020 so far, right? Okay, so maybe I can show you guys the chart to begin with because I'm not sure how I'm going to use the chart that much. We'll see. Okay, so let's see. So here's our chart, and this is just the standard way of setting it up. As you can see, there's a big stellium here, a big intersection of planets. We have a bunch of planets together in something called a conjunction. So that means they're in the same position in the sky. The Sun, Ceres, Saturn, Pluto, and then Jupiter's creeping up on these planets as well. What this means, especially for Ceres, Saturn, and Pluto, is that there's big transformations with regard to our relationships. Each of us will be differently experiencing this, but for the most part, I feel as though the structure of relationships in this nurturing capacity is somewhat changing and transforming. Today, as we're reading this, the moon is in opposition to Uranus here. The moon is at 4 degrees of Scorpio and Uranus is at 2 degrees of Taurus, and that's creating something called a T-square, okay, on to Mercury, the planet of communication, and almost the sun as well. So this isn't necessarily going to be the easiest, most flowery, kind of light and bright sort of energy to feel. So if you're feeling right now as we're watching this, like, I don't feel like it's possible, probably it's working in the behind the scenes of your circumstances. So you don't necessarily have to feel it now. Just pay attention and take what you need, leave everything else behind, right? The other thing to take note of, all my Pisces, raise the roof, celebrate, because Lilith, the BIT ish, is leaving Pisces. So bye Lilith. In a couple days she'll be leaving. And then Aries, thumbs down. A few of my consultations over the last few days had people who were born in 1969. If you're born in 1969, around there, and especially if you're a Pisces or a Pisces moon or an Aries or Aries moon in the beginning stages, just pay attention to this. You're going to feel particularly down in the dumps right now. Do not make judgments about your life. So this is not the great time for you to reflect. If you're turning 50 right now, then, or if you just turned 50, this isn't the time to necessarily make judgments about your life. And in a few months, I know I don't mean to scare you, but in a few months, that's going to improve. So it is going to get much better. But right now, just keep in mind, if you're wiling out, if you're not feeling that hot and you're 50, if you're a late Pisces, early Aries, sun, moon, or rising, then just take a chill pill, even though it's legitimate, because you're going through your Chiron return. So there's going to be a great process on you challenging basically who you are. So it's kind of like coming to terms with who you are, coming to terms with what you could have been if all the crap that happened to you didn't happen. So it's kind of a heavy transit, and definitely the main message is do not pass judgment about this, okay? If I get enough likes and comments, then maybe we can do a dedicated video for this. But let's begin with the reading. So the way I'll choose order is using this deck. And we're going to go by the first arcana that represents a sign, will be the first sign that we go by. So we have the 9 of Swords, the 2 of Swords. So I'll read it as I go along for everybody collectively. Is that fun? Let's do it this way. So it looks as though some kind of a battle has come to an end. Some truce has achieved itself. There's been a bit of an impasse in circumstances. I have a feeling that people are afraid to push forward in terms of conflict because of feeling as though they're going to lose ground financially, especially that they don't want to risk it. Yeah, they're really thinking about the long term. And I think that they're putting forward a much more nice and soothing energy now towards you. Whoever it is that you've been in a conflict with, this is for everyone. That's going to really tide out, but it is a ruse. So don't fall for the sweetness. The sweetness is there in order to self-protect themselves. It has nothing to do with you. So appreciate the fact that you have a calm in the storm, but also don't go to that extra step of being nice to them. Don't feel like you're dealing with friends. There's still people with whom you're having a conflict with, right? But there is this truce. Somebody sending positive messages. You're going to come through really strong in this kind of vitality, like no one's messing with me. Did I miss a sign? You guys have to watch me with this. Oh, we missed Capricorn. So let's start with Capricorn. Sorry. Hi, Capricorn. And sorry, Capricorns, for your guys' reading for 2020 that's coming. And so basically I'll be picking based on this. So Capricorn goes first for the next 30 days. If you want to stick around and find out what's next in our general reading to the side, hold on tight after Capricorn, okay? So first messages for Capricorn in the next 30 days. Okay, hold on. Do we want to look at Capricorn a little bit? We will, because I just put a lot on my plate. So here's Capricorn. So Capricorn, it's good that we're starting with you guys, actually, because you have your birthday month. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed it. Legitimate reasons. Let's not talk about it here. But anyway, so we have Pluto, Saturn, Ceres, Sun, all together in Capricorn, Jupiter creeping up in Capricorn. It feels good to be a Capricorn this year, I believe. And this reading is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Typically, these types of readings are most resonant for the Sun sign. So the Moon is to do with the soul. It's more introspective. The Rising sign has to do with another layer of your reality, but it depends on your personal chart, how that plays out, right? Okay, so we have Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn in Capricorn. You're feeling a lot of energy now. You're really getting back on your feet again, Cap. This probably has a lot to do with the eclipse that happened on December 26th. I've been hearing also from a lot of clients that not only them, but people around them have really gone through the most. I had several clients who were dating Capricorns, and I kept telling them, like, just let them get back to, let the Capricorns back to, like, you know, to like base camp, or like let them get back to square one. And so that's what it is. It's tiding out of the energy, things sort of relaxing, things getting easier. Let's take a look at some cards. So we have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Ooh, okay. So the 6th chakra is the third eye chakra, which is awareness. You have been shown some things, Capricorn. You have been shown some truth, or you began to understand the truth regarding circumstances. You see a situation, you see what's going on around you now, and I feel like you see everything around you now, and with that knowledge you will make your choices now. So it's been a little bit of a brutal awakening. Let me know if you're a Cap watching this. So yeah, so you've been through a bit of an awakening, but yeah, definitely with the knowledge that you've gained, you're about to make some massive changes in your life. The next message is Field of Dreams. So you still have that play date kind of vibe going on. A lot of Capricorns are involved in wonderful love energy too. So it's like, I have to do my work and there's some love energy going on around me. If you're in a relationship, then it's really soft and sweet with the person that you love. If you're single, then you're looking at, you know, other people. You're having the opportunity to meet others. It's kind of like, Do you guys know a painter called Seurat? And it's a very, very famous painting of people on a grassy knoll, and they're sort of like, it's late 19th century, and they're sort of strolling, and I think it's pointillism, which means that everything was painted with a little dot. Just look it up. It's Serat, Seurat. And so if anybody can find that, or if anybody knows the painting that I'm talking about, this kind of reminds me of your energy right now, Capricorn, where you're sort of in the field of dreams, enjoying yourself, but you already know what's next. You already know the new challenges that are before you, but you understand them. That's the big win. Here is the next message. You have spark. Ooh, so a spark of a connection, a spark of inspiration. You're being guided to some wonderful place. Let's take a look a little bit deeper. So there's this real energy of awareness. This is a much like, I'm going to get all this stuff done, Capricorn. Whereas this is much more softer. This could relate to both this and this. Spark of, S-E-U-R-A-T. I know this, right. And then the spark. So there's going to be spark of awareness. Of course, Shannon knows about this because she's a painter. So thank you for double checking this and letting everybody know. So if you're watching this taped, go in the chat box and see how to spell it properly and look up the painting, Capricorns. So yeah, awareness, kind of a soft moment with family, friends, but there's also a spark. So a spark can mean a connection, like a boom, there's this crazy connection, all this kind of passion and love. And then there's also an energy of awareness. There's like boom, awareness, boom, connection, boom, I need to do this, boom, inspiration. This kind of energy is going to be with you for the next 30 days. If you guys want to do a pick a card right now for, your 3 cards, pick which energy is strongest for you. Of course, I'm going to read them all together. Ooh, and you guys got a double trouble there. Okay, so let's take a look. So we have so this is the Queen of Wands. I forgot this is in German. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Moon. So, so hidden truths within a relationship, Capricorn. Maybe somebody's hiding feelings or hiding their intentions, or maybe there's a secret crush. This really has to do mostly with this awareness piece, this sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. So I feel like, I have a feeling that you have the inside scoop on something. You're in some way figuring something out, learning something new. The next message is Field of Dreams, 8 of Swords. And so despite everything that's been going on, you're going back to square one with the person that you love if you're in a relationship. So you're going to spend more time, quality time together, more softer time together, more time to kind of ruminate together. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, spark, communication, expect the unexpected, Capricorn. Boom, boom, lights, camera, action, things on the horizon, things sort of trickling out for you. Let's take a look at the Romance Angel card for a little love bonus. So we have You Deserve Love, You Are Lovable. So make sure that you spend time on yourself. Make sure that you spend time on love. So I think that it's easy for you to get sidetracked. I think that there's a little bit of this is turning out to be longer than I thought. So we might cut out the astrology, do it separate, okay? From here on in. So we have the 6th chakra. So there's awareness for you, Capricorn, that's catching your eye. There's something that's catching your eye, and it's sort of like a puzzle to solve or some kind of awareness. Somebody could be not telling you the truth. It might be for a good reason or a bad reason, but you're feeling that level of deception, and you're wanting to problem solve. What this says is, don't spend the whole next 30 days on just figuring it out on business. Try to give some time to love and all these new things that are coming up for you. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And now I'm going to move on to the next sign. I've changed the way that we're going to do this because it's going to take us way too long to get through everyone in any other way. So hi everybody. So let's pick the next card. So we have, this is for everyone. This part of the reading is for everyone. The intermissions are for everybody. So there's definitely an energy of moving on from this. Queen of Wands came up again. So I'm not sure if this is residual for Capricorn, but moving on. This could be also both Capricorn energy, all those transits in Capricorn are really get you popping, like you feel like on top of the world. The next message is the Prince of Wands. So you're putting out this wonderful energy, and guess who comes along? So there's someone who has a crush on you, someone who is feeling you, someone who thinks you're kind of cute. You're putting out that energy and somebody's coming straight for you with that. But remember, Prince of Wands likes to dip, so he's the Great Dipper, remember guys? Which means that he kind of comes and goes when he pleases. It may not be the most, I don't know, committed relationship. And remind me if you see a trump coming through if I miss it. So Sun in Capricorn next. So there may be a delay in a relationship. Somebody wants faster movement in a relationship, but somebody puts a break on it because they want to see more about this dynamic. And when that break happens, love will break through. And then we have Taurus next. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to Tauruses. There we go. The 78 card reading is back in a modified form. Okay, so we have Taurus, the Hierophant, and marriage. Look, somebody, and if you're wondering about this general reading, to me this looks like maybe something casual could turn serious for some people. So if you've been kind of flirting, or if you've been going out a lot and meeting people, something that might start casually could turn into something much more serious. Okay, so next cards. Remember, so 3 cards from this massive deck of cards. So we have 1, 2. Again, you can, I'm going to do these. I'm not going to do the astrology just because it's way too much. So it'll distract me. Let's keep it simple, sweethearts. Okay, so first card. So we have solitude. Okay, yeah, Taurus needs time alone to think about some things, that's for sure. So you're sort of drawing away, and you're drawing away, and you're drawing to be with yourself. And then we have man holding a heart, Taurus. There's love for you on the horizon. Okay, so this is definitely, so many of you will be really pondering about love, thinking about like, where is love going? Where is love coming from? You need a excuse me, to step away from your circumstances to really assess them. Or you might have somebody coming towards you, Taurus, who's quite interested in you, but you really need to think about whether that's the right situation and trying not to be codependent. So adjacent possibilities. Oh, wow. Okay. So while you're pulling away, Taurus, in the next 30 days, there's other possibilities. Also, in the next 30 days, as you're going through your life, really look at different opportunities around you, not just in love, in life in general. I feel like there will be, you sort of are minimizing your environment around you so that things just got too busy. Things just got too many stimuli, too many things to think about, too many things said. Information overload, Taurus. And I think that Tauruses are really good at like just cutting it out. It's too much information. I can't handle it. Leave me alone. Let me think about it. And in there somewhere is I don't know if it's an offer. We'll see in a moment. I don't know if it's an offer, but there's definitely someone, a man holding a heart. There's definitely someone who is expressing or holding feelings for you. And this card to me feels very exciting. To me, it suggests that there's things outside of your main way that are worth considering. There's things going on around you that are worth considering. So here's a little pick a card, Taurus. Choose 1, 2, or 3. All 3 are for everybody, but just in case you want a special bonus of which energy is stronger for you. Let's see. Oh, my favorite card. So this is the Aeon. So this is the card of the new Aeon, Last Judgment. You've made a big decision, Taurus, And I feel like you are moving forward as a consequence of that decision. There's a big decision on your plate in the next 30 days in which you're deciding something that has to do with a massive chunk of your life. So that's important. Maybe that's why you need more time alone, more time to reflect, whatever. The next message is the Lovers. Ooh, see, I told you. Taurus and Gemini, not so much. I'm not feeling that so much. Unless you're a cusper. If you're a Gemini, Taurus cusper, that's a much more pleasing energy. But this really suggests this is a real strong indication that there's love on the horizon. And I have a feeling that this love, it could be the main person in your life, but it could be someone new for many of you as well. This can also mean that there's questions about family that are on your table this next 30 days, Taurus. It feels like maybe, yeah, thoughts about family, where are things going? Those big questions are going to get answered a lot. And then we have the five. See this, your Five of Wands. Too many possibilities, confused by the possibilities. The main thing I'm guided to say about this is like, don't look away, Taurus. Keep looking and keep focusing in the direction that you've been going. Let's take a look at your next card. So we have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. One of my favorite cards in this deck. Taurus, I have a feeling that you need at some point in the next 30 days to bring others in to try to calm the tides of this Five of Wands. So without your friends, without people who you trust to ask for their opinion, I think that some of the things that you're dealing with, it will really help to ask your friends and people around you. And especially when new possibilities come into your life, things that you were not accounting for before, now you'll have to consider. And so you don't want to miss on these things. That's the big message I'm getting. There's going to be new things that come up for you that you don't want to miss in the next 30 days. And your friends and your companions, the people you trust, are the key to figuring out who is who and what is what. Okay, let's take a look at the next card. So if you guys just didn't watch the beginning, I'm doing a general reading, and then in between we're doing sign by sign. So next we have the Princess of Swords. For everybody, general reading, defending yourself, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, hold on. Knight of Pentacles, Princess of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles in this deck is the King. It really looks as though it's not a conflict, it's worry that there's going to be a conflict between two people. And I think that there's a bit of like miscommunication or lack of communication going on. But it has something to do with work, one of these people's work or something like that, something around work, wanting to distance yourself from a situation, but yet still carry through and work in the manner in which you have been, or it feels like maybe the person that you're dealing with is at work, and in some way there's a conflict of interest or a worry between two people, and the person at work is going to keep working. So if you're worried that they're going to in some way back out of working, I feel like they will not. We have the Six, and things will work out, things will get better, Ace of Wands, and something new will come into your job, your work, your career. That's going to improve your circumstances. So you're going to rise up and go to a new direction. But you're going to be worried that you're taking a leap of faith by changing careers or seeing the opportunity to improve in your career. But once you do, there's going to be this question. Remember, this is Pisces. Oh, shoot, you guys didn't. This is Cancer and this is Pisces. So we'll do Cancer and then Pisces. But let me just answer this, that this is really reminding me of Lilith and Pisces. So you want to, in some way, make sure that before Lilith enters into Aries in a few days, that you, through this time, don't allow one last emotional manipulation or something like that to come through for you. So we'll do Pisces in just a moment, but I'm going to do Cancer right now. Cancer, in the next 30 days, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look. How are you guys liking the in-between kind of jam? Oh, hello. Hello, new member. Hi, how are you? Welcome back. Thank you for joining. Okay, so let's take a look. And welcome to all my new members. Sorry, I haven't been around. We'll get there. Now it's going to be fine. Okay, so let's see the next message. You have home. Okay, so this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but mostly the Sun sign Cancers. And then we have the sad embrace. Aww. Home, sad embrace, and door to value. You see an opportunity. Okay, so, well, home for Cancer is like priority number one, right? So there's something in something that you care about as home, right, Cancer? So it's your work, or it's your home, or it's something that you feel very protective over. Yeah, I saw that, Mandy, but welcome back. You got a little banner thing. So anyway, something to do with something that you feel very protective about, like home, is going to come on your radar. It's going to become very, very important. This, to me, feels like reflection more than anything coming for you, Cancer, in the next 30 days. I have a feeling that you've made a decision and you're in some way really reflecting upon the decision you've made. The sad embrace really makes me feel like you're coddling yourself, that you're in some way, you know, just hugging yourself, just like this fairy is. Hugging yourself, wishing what would be. I think that you got really in your feelings and made some decisions about feelings, with your feelings, and now you're feeling vulnerable for having made those decisions while you were inundated. I don't know if you guys noticed this. The water signs may notice, but over the last week, I just felt, actually on December 27th onward, it's felt very watery. I mean, the moon is in Scorpio right now, so we have that going for us, but in general, we have like the transits are actually quite earthy. The transits are not, let me show you guys the astrology. Okay, hold on. There we go. This is for Capricorn. Let's do it for Cancer so we don't confuse the Cancers. So hey, Cancers. But you can see there's not that much in water. I mean, Venus is in Pisces, Lilith is in Pisces, Neptune's in Pisces. We know this. North Node is in Cancer and Moon is in Scorpio. So that's a nice little grand trine that's forming between Venus and North Node and Moon right now as we're speaking. So magic is coming into our lives in the way of love, Cancer. But for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so, we've been under this very, very heavy water energy. And this water energy, I don't know if you guys are feeling this, is affecting our emotions and all these things. And I'm wondering if this is not what's making you so lethargic and reflective. But this is the good news, the door to value. I have a feeling that over the next 30 days, you are going to be presented with an opportunity that you are not expecting. And this opportunity is going to bring you a lot of financial luck. Look at all this. Coins, coins, coins. Something unexpected is coming to you. It's different than the situation that you're feeling lethargic about. And it's different than your home situation. The home situation is just your day in, day out. The sad embrace is how you feel throughout the month. As you're coming to terms with the fact that you made this emotional decision, Cancer. But then there's the unexpected. And I have a feeling that there's some kind of door opening to you that's going to bring in some luck, prosperity, financial success, and so forth. Okay, Cancer? Oh, yeah, lots of financial luck. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, pick a card, but you can use all three because I'm reading them all for Cancer. So we have the Four of Pentacles. This is like the home card. Look at it. It looks like a castle with a moat, and you have the entryway, Sun and Capricorn. And so we have the home card, and so it's like your home is your fortress. This is not a time for you to keep doing what you're doing. Have that firm grip on your finances, Cancer. And then we have you made a decision about love, Cancer, and now you are reflecting something that you loved, or community, or just something that you felt very connected to, or someone who you had felt connected to. I strongly believe that you made that decision and it's a bit of a risky decision, and that's why you're feeling this way. I don't want to validate you by saying you made the right decision, because I want you to make that decision for yourself about whether or not the decision was a good one or not. But I have a feeling that this is a profound decision, and what's making you feel this way is that you went out on the limb a little bit, and that's the issue, that you went out on the limb and now you're feeling self-conscious about it. Number 3, this is for everybody, but if you pick 3, boom. King of Cups, boom. Doors opening with the King of Cups, Cancer. Now this could be you or this could be someone else, but you're an unexpected friend shows up. There's some kind of money coming your way. Something unexpected is coming your way. Opportunities. There's just something really good. And if this is not you, if this is you, then you're fully ready for it, Cancer, whether you're a man or a woman. If this is someone else, then this person is coming through with a very, very caring energy, very loving energy, going to really bring some goodness into your life. Hey, girl, hey. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancers. It's all for you. Let's take a look at your card. We have Playfulness, Cancer. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay? So I have a feeling that there's reflection on past love. This could be love, but it has a lot to do with, I don't know, it has a lot to do with like a benefactor, like somebody's coming in to take care of you. Somebody's taking your things on in this kind of a caring sort of energy here. Some type of caring energy, some kind of benefactor energy. Someone's watching out for you. You felt like you lost a lot of things by making this choice, and yet the world provides and the universe is filled of plenty, bounty. A lot of energy coming from the universe for you there. Very nice energy. So if I remember correctly, we had Pisces next. Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Pisces, say hi. You guys all give me a like, comment, and subscribe. And so I hope you're enjoying your videos. By the way, for everybody who's watching, I'm going to link your 2020 videos in the description when I can. So why don't we take a look at Pisces? Sun, Moon, and Rising. So like I said, Pisces is very excited right now because our friend Lilith is leaving their chart. So it's been a long haul. Lilith in Pisces is very similar to Chiron in Pisces. So if you were born in the mid-60s, you know what I'm talking about, because that Chiron return was no joke, right? So if you're born between, let's say, like 63 and 67, right? You have Chiron in Pisces. So you've been feeling a heck a lot out of this. But if you're a Pisces, you too have been feeling this. And it's a lot of emotional confusion, frustration, just intense energies. Okay. So let's take a look at your cards. Woohoo! Good to be back, you guys, and thank you for everybody who came. It's so sweet of you to come. Okay, so first message. So spark. So we saw this already for who was Capricorn, saw the spark. Pisces, the little spark in action. Commitment, Pisces. Let's see. Commitment, Pisces. Oh, Venus is in Pisces, of course. How could I forget? So Venus in Pisces, really good for relationships, the unexpected. If you're single, you may want to look around and see who's out there at this time. And then we have the storm fields. So to me, this suggests that somebody in the relationship has something to say about their past, and they're in some way feeling let down by, they're feeling let down by, they're feeling let down by the past. No, they're feeling shy. That's why I couldn't say it, because it was like they're feeling shy about their past and they don't know whether to share it with you or not. And so there's this fear of what's coming. There's this fear in this commitment that you're experiencing of what's coming. If I tell the truth, maybe it's you sharing this, maybe it's the other person, but it's just a fear. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. It was all just a dream. So I think it's going to work itself out much better. Spark, something unexpected and positive is coming. I have a feeling that you have inspiration, Pisces, towards something new. I think that you feel the energy sort of shifting away from the heaviness of the last few months. And so now you're getting ready for your birthday season. One thing to also say is that you're very close to Pisces season, right? We're just one sign away from Pisces season. And what that means is as the sun, which in a couple days enters into Aquarius, that means that the sun and soon Ceres will move into your 12th house. Mercury is already there. And what that means is that that's going to be a quieter time in your life. So it's a time for reflection. It's a time for maybe dealing with the past. Get it out in the open. Say to that person what you need to say, or encourage them to say it to you. I think that it's going to build commitment between you and them. And I feel like the bonds between you and them will grow stronger for doing so. So don't be afraid. It's that 12th house transit that you get every single year when the sun enters into the 12th house. It's a bit of a reset moment for you. Okay? So next message is for clarification. You can choose 1, 2, or 3, but all 3 are for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. We have the Queen of Swords. Boom. Powerful communication, powerful conversations with people that give you insight, Pisces. I think that somebody who has a very critical, strong mind gives you inspiration and gives you an idea of how to proceed with things. So watch out for this person, and this person will definitely give you inspiration. This is the rationale that water signs always really benefit from having around, right? Because it's like, this is the reason, and your emotional strength really pairs well with this energy. So there's someone around you who's going to give you a wonderful, some kind of inspiration, and you're going to go with that and create something beautiful with it. Then we have the Commitment card, and we have the 6 of Swords. I have a feeling this is really about letting things in the past. So it's like, if you're in a relationship, certain arguments or disagreements are getting now left in the past, and then you're both agreeing to move on. There's this real energy of moving on. If you broke up with someone, then I have a feeling that you're really settling that in your heart and you're also moving on. The next message is abundance, which is the 3 of Cups. And so I have a feeling, this can have to do, there's something to do, there's like a dark history that involves a third party. So there's a dark history that involves another person. That's the 3 of Cups. Or there could be a past love that comes back and you're already in a relationship, either for you or the other person. And you'll have to, in some way, deal with that person and express how you feel and what's going on, or deal with the situation. So for some of you, it could be like an ex-wife who needs to, in some way, interact with your boyfriend, you know? And it's like stuff that, it doesn't feel predatory or dangerous. What it feels like is tedious and difficult to address. Like, I really don't want to talk about this, but trust me, Sun's in the 12th house. It's a wonderful time to get things finished, get things finalized, and move on, okay? So here's your extra card, worth waiting for. So just a little patience. It looks like if you're in a relationship, especially a new relationship, that is going to, in some way, they're going to be pulled away in some way, or they're going to have to step away for some time, or they may be emotionally unavailable for a little bit. But remember that Lilith leaving Pisces in a couple days is going to really lift your spirits. It's like Lilith in Pisces gives us muddy water emotions. And I don't mean the great blues musician, Muddy Waters. I mean, like, imagine clear water being like crystal clear and healthy emotions, and muddy water being like swamp water, you know, full of debris and full of like stuff, yuck, right? So it's this kind of clearing of the muddy water. There's some kind of muddy water in somebody's past, and now it's getting cleared out. So you know, it may be uncomfortable that somebody's coming in and wants to talk, but that's closure, and that's something you should be happy about that's happening, rather than feeling intimidated by it or worried about it. Okay, so some situation needs closure, maybe something like that. Okay, so here is the next message. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter. So we're all bound for some good luck in the area of Emperor. Ooh, business, love, marriage, Aries, with any Aries that we know. Aries next, and then the World card and travel. This might be big. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor card, and the World card. To me, that suggests that maybe some big move for business for some of you guys. For others, you know, big moves with a loved one. You know, moving across country for the one you love, or having them suddenly decide to move. If you're in college, I have a feeling that some of the people that in college, some of the people that maybe you have a boyfriend who's studying in a different state, or girlfriend, and now they're going to make the trek to you. So we're going to do Aries now. If you don't know what I'm doing with this little side reading, just go back to the beginning of the video. I'm tired of explaining it. Okay, so Aries next. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Good things for Aries, I have a feeling, in the next 30 days. Good things on the horizon. Opportunities. I have a feeling like wonderful changes of luck. Wonderful changes of luck. I have a feeling that it's kind of like a happy time to be Aries. It's a, you know, bright and light, sort of excited time. Friends coming into your life over the next 30 days. Career advancement. Things are really clicking for you, Aries. This is a time for you to kind of go big. Go big. Just don't go home. Just go big. Okay. So here's your cards. We have movement. Again, remember what I just said about for everybody else. This World card, movement, travel, relocation for the best possible reasons. Opportunities on the horizon. Do you want to go over there and see what's over there? Because there might be something good. Encouragement. Ooh, okay. So I have a feeling you won't need much encouragement, though. I think the universe is providing you encouragement just by the sheer luck of everything that you're experiencing. And then community, Aries. This is such a nice card. Kind of like the Three of Cups, in the tarot. So we have community. You're moving towards being with other people. It's a time of celebration, Aries. It's a time of really enjoying yourself. That's going to really increase over the next 3 months. A lot of celebration, a lot of enjoyment. And as Venus enters into Aries in about 4 weeks, so at the end of this 30-day period, you're going to probably in some way connect with others and have a really, really fun time. Really have some opportunities to connect with people you like, people you have fun with. It's just a really casual 30 days, I think. What's the encouragement about? I think that the energy of the universe is really allowing you to feel more excited about your life, or feeling more like it's happening now. It's so fun right now, Aries, because it's encouraging you to get excited about your life again. it's like a snow day. In Vancouver, it snowed, and they were interviewing all the little kids that got a snow day, and they said, I want another one. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So I have a feeling that like the next 30 days for Aries is like this wonderful snow day, except you're not missing work or something stressful. It's just having fun and enjoying the company you're with. And that's for the purpose of getting excited about life again, okay? So here we go. 3 cards for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see. Lots of fun times, lots of celebration. Taking the plunge and moving, you know? Taking the plunge and moving towards something that will make you really happy. Here we go. Number 1s, but this is for everybody. All Aries, the Hierophant. Moving for school. What did I say? Moving across country for a girlfriend or boyfriend, or coming to you. Boom. Education, moving for community, moving towards other things. You know, sometimes I think this month for you, Aries, really has to do with like less reason and logic and more just doing it. You know, just go do it. Here we go. 3 of Cups. What did I tell you? Encouragement, people coming back in, the stressful times are over, a little bit more fun, a little bit more celebration. Here is the next message, the King of Wands. So now we know who it is. Now this could be you, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but this could be a fire sign, male, Sag, Leo, or Aries. A hunky man coming straight for you for something. I wouldn't be surprised if Aries, this is not someone from your past. I wouldn't be surprised if this was not someone from your past who is in some way coming back in for a reunion. And you're having fun, you're caught up in it, and then boom, there you go, there's love. Here is the next message. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. I hate when these cards come out negative with a reading like this. I have a feeling that you've been deceiving yourself, Aries, as to how much fun you can have, and now you're giving yourself permission to do it. In fact, this really relates to something that I've gone through over the last couple weeks, where I wasn't in a funk, but I was in a mood that was caused by a lot of things, right? And then like the clouds, my mood left me over the last couple hours, not today, but yesterday, and I felt relief. And I think that this is the deception that you're going to realize that you've been, for the last little while, living with some kind of deception with yourself, and you've kind of fallen into a lull, and then you wake up and you're like, no, I got to go have fun. I got to enjoy myself, and I got to connect with the King of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. There you go. And his big wand over there, if you know what I'm saying. So, okay, so let's move on. So if you're just joining us now, hi, welcome. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But do try to watch the whole reading, because I'm doing a general reading in between the independent ones, or the sign by sign ones. So the next message is the universe, or the world. And then we have the Priestess. So we kind of talked about this before, Aries. High Priestess, travel, world. I think a lot of people are dealing with like eye-opening stuff, like your eyes are being opened, or you're learning something new about the world, something's inspiring you. And then we have the 10 of Swords, which is Sun in Gemini. This isn't a bad card. It's in some ways really parallel to the High Priestess, because the High Priestess, the Oracle, is so great because she is she's not like an emotional, she's not like a Cancer or a Pisces divinating. She's very without emotions, the High Priestess. She says it how it is, and it's just a very matter-of-fact kind of thing. And so the 10 of Swords is this moment when you feel the lack of something that you cared about. Suddenly there's a lack of emotions about it, and you see the writing on the wall, and it's very clear. So in some way it's emancipation, some way it's freedom from being bound up with these heavy emotions. If you're just joining us now, let me show you my astro wheel, and then we can see Lilith causing a lot of confusion in the emotional sign of Pisces. And guess where she's going? Into Aries. So my prediction is in the next couple days, some things that were kind of crazy and emotionally heavy turn out to be much easier. Like the intensity is lifting, you know, the intensity is lifting. The next message is the Hermit. So Virgos, get ready for your reading. The Hermit. And that allows you to leave a situation. So these comments are for everybody. This allows you to leave a situation. Emotionally, you leave a situation, you guys. This is for everybody. Like suddenly something that was really heavy emotionally is kind of not so much. Okay, Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hey girl, hey. 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 I love doing that. Hey. Okay, so let's see. Hey, Virgos. Hey. Okay, that was my first chuckle of the day. It only took like, what, 50 minutes? That's okay. Okay. I had many chuckles today, I just mean with you guys. I don't want to get carried away. That's one of my New Year's resolutions. Virgos, let's see what's on the docket for the next 30 days for us. Okay, so we have the Golden Palace. Okay. Okay. The Maharaja, the Golden Palace on a cliff. Let's see. Was it 101 Arabian Nights? I know I'm doing cross-cultural kind of comments, but Sacred Pool. Virgo, this is getting sensual. Number 47. Number 47 is a very important number for me, but yeah, I'll save it for, it's nurture. I'll tell you guys, my mom was born in 1947, and I don't mean to out her, but whatever, she doesn't care. She's an atheist, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so we have this, so this is, for me personally, when I get this card, it's a very like nurturing, very like motherly, wholesome energy. Very, very nice, Virgo. And then coming apart. Ooh, this is like schizophrenia in the Osho Zen Tarot, number 2 of Swords. So coming apart. The goodness of life, Virgo, will guide you to separate something that was all stuck together. Something was stuck together in your life. The mixed feelings towards someone, mixed feelings to a situation. But I have a feeling that you're going to spend the next 30 days in a very, very special place. It's a very special place full of healing and full of kind of, this feels very seductive. So many of you Virgos are going to be feeling, you know, that connection with someone, or I don't think it's necessarily by yourself. I have a feeling that you have a very sensual, loving situation going on around you, Virgo. It's like 101 Arabian Nights. It is this kind of intense and passionate energy. So if you don't know, 101 Arabian Nights is the story of a concubine who told stories to a prince about love and passion over 101 nights to not be killed, right? Did I say it right? And so there's this kind of, and he fell in love with her. It was a full-on like passionate sort of, it's a passionate story. And so this is kind of like, I know it's cold, but you know, in the southern hemisphere it's hot, and so it feels like the midsummer heat is upon us, Virgos. And Virgos, in the next just over a month from now, we're going to get a full moon in Virgo coming up, and I looked at it with a client and it's looking really, really nice. So things are heating up for Virgos. The sacred pool just feels like mom for all of us. Your mom doesn't have to be born in 1947 for this to work. Nurturing energy, you know, like a spa. This feels like living inside of a spa. And then you have this coming apart, which is number 46. The separation of, you know, a catch-22 or a paradox where you're sort of stuck in a situation, Virgo? Then I have a feeling that there's this, and you're bound, you're stuck in it, you know, stuck in the mud. And I have a feeling that in some way you're finally able to crack open that situation and get out of the cognitive dissonance or the competing energies of the paradoxes inflicting on your life. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you were thinking a spa too, right? Okay. Yeah, these two cards are very strong together, in my opinion. And together they add to 70, which is 7, which is overcoming, which is the Chariot card, and that's a strong card for love. And then Lydia also put a temple in our comments also. That's a really cute little building or temple or mosque or yes. Okay, so let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, all cards are for everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe to make this energy real. So the Queen of Cups, in love, feeling passion. This is friendship. It could be friendship, but I have a feeling this is Virgo energy for the next 30 days. And you can kind of see that 101 nights, you know, she was this mysterious princess, you know, concubine, and telling these mystical stories of passion and love making. And like you can see here in this card, this is the Thoth deck, but we have the Queen of Cups, and you can see her face is veiled in a shroud, right? Like you can't really see through the mist that surrounds her. So Virgo, you are going to be a mysterious person, whether you're a man or a woman, over the next 30 days, and like fall into that seduction, fall into that passion, fall into that love. Yeah, it's the Golden Palace. Yes. Okay, so here is the next message. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so wealth. This is security. This is in some way, remember the moat if you've been watching this whole video. So the moat protects the castle, right? So there's a moat around you protecting you. And when you're inside of the castle, you can do whatever you want, right? So there's this you in some way nurturing yourself in a place of safety and comfort. I'm curious about this one. Yeah, so you're going to be nervous about this as it happens. The 5 of Rods, you're not the only one with this. The energy right now, Virgo, is super intense. Let me show you your astrology. Since we got to that, I'll do more astrology for everybody else. I'm not focusing on astrology here because otherwise we'd be here for days. But so Virgo, you can see here, this is your 5th house, and we have this chunk of energy here, specifically Pluto, Saturn, and Ceres. Ceres is very much like the mother. So it's this passion, love, connection, love making. We can still say that on YouTube, right? Love making is governed by the 8th house and the 5th house, and this is the romantic one. So I can see why these cards came out together, and I was actually not looking at your chart at all when I noticed that. So I have a feeling that there's a lot of opportunities for Virgos in the way of love, comfort, feeling good, and I think you should take them. The other thing that I notice is Juno, Jupiter's wife, right, the main goddess, is in your 2nd house. So Virgos, in the next 30 days, really look at what opportunities are there for you to buy something that will improve your home. Okay. But this 5, yeah, so this is normal. This isn't a big, you know, worry or something like that. This 5 of Wands is just, listen, it's, you know, when you have a sliver in your finger and you need to pull it out, it's like, it's uncomfortable, you don't want to do it, but you know you have to. It's like dealing with this paradox. It's not something you want. It makes you nervous, but it is going to work out. It is you're dealing with it for the purpose of no longer having to hold space in a position that's driving you crazy, which is a paradoxical position, which means that you have to say yes and no. It's like hypocrisy, right? You have to be, you're standing in two places at one time with competing things. And you know, this is like schizophrenia, like I told you in the Osho Zen Tarot. And it's making you feel uncomfortable that you're having to hold these positions. It's like being in love with someone, and this isn't, no, that's not, this is too triggering. Being friends with someone, okay? This is just an example. Being friends with someone, and then at the same time knowing that that person is a racist, right? So you're friends with someone and you have feelings for them of care, compassion, all those things. But at the same time, this person keeps on saying very racist things. And it's like, how can you be friends with someone who's a racist? And it's like conflict of feelings that's driving you crazy. And so that's going to unpack. So it's not drama. It's more like a situation that you've been percolating and that you've been sticking it out in, that you're in some way going to get. And it's been frustrating. It's like that sliver up your... Yeah, it's awkward. It's awkward and uncomfortable, and you just want to get out. And it's like, or you're friends with an older lady who's a bigot. That's what happened to me in the last couple months. I haven't told you guys all the tea. That's it. It's like, you know, she started saying all this. She was in her 80s. She was almost 90 years old. And she's sitting there and she's saying these things. And like, you hear like the Nazism come out. And I'm like, oh my, like I was friends with her for 3 years. And it's like you suddenly hear these, that's a good example. That's probably what it is for me. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Like, I can't tell an 88-year-old woman that she's being a bigot, right? Like, oh, so there's this kind of energy. Here is the next message. Codependency, being stuck in situations you don't want to be, Virgo. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I have a feeling that all this goodness, all these feelings of safety for you, Virgo, really have to do with the fact that you need to see how bad this is for you and stop making excuses for other people's bad behavior and forgiving them and all of this stuff. Racism is toxic. Bad attitudes are toxic. If you see somebody treating somebody else poorly or doing something shady, if you keep being around them, you're ingesting their vibe. You're affecting yourself by their energy. Be very careful of where you forgive and for what reasons, you know, because it can be very... Don't stick it out, Virgo. And you're being shown these beautiful romantic energies so that you can in some way see what a waste of time this is. Frankly, and if she's 88, she should know better, right? Like she should, and I'm not being a jerk by saying that. She should know better, but I would never like, you know, I don't know if it's like this in North America, but when you're like in Eastern Europe, it's extreme, like you just don't. They can say the worst thing on, if you're like a senior, you get to do whatever you want. Okay? I don't know what that sound was, and I'm sorry. Oh, it was a text message. Sorry, I didn't quiet my phone. Okay. My phone's talking to me. All right, so let's keep going. I'm going really slow. Boo. Yeah. And, you know, I don't want to mess up my karma so that when I'm 88, somebody's like, I just want to be left alone when I'm 88, like to do whatever the crap I want. And everybody can kiss my butt by then. So, hey, girl, hey. Yeah, it was and you know, at 88, you don't know what's causing it either. So it's kind of it's a bad thing to kind of reprimand because you don't know if that's like a failing brain or whatever. So Virgo, this is more, I think this next 30 days is really about you seeing the writing on the wall and really getting a lot of love, plenty of love, like very sultry and romantic energy. And that in some way shows you what you've been accepting. That's subpar. Okay, this is for everybody. And if you don't know what I'm doing, watch the beginning. So we have the Six of Pentacles, Moon in Taurus, and then the Aeon, new beginning, generosity, new opportunity, new friend that you can share with, new generosity, new friend, new generosity, new trust, and that makes you safe from wherever you're going. This is for a message for everyone, okay? And then we have the Two of Pentacles, the Death card. Scorpio's next. Slowly but surely, your life is changing and becoming better. That's what this is saying. And I have a feeling that many of you feel like it's not changing fast enough. But over the next 30 days, and already probably for a week or two, you've been feeling how bold and how quick the energies are moving, how quick your life is changing, right? Okay. I like how you guys should read chat, because in chat everybody's acknowledging that like at quite early ages they're already acting like 80-year-old friend, like my 88-year-old friend. Okay, so let's see the next message. I have a lot of friends who are specifically 88 this year, and it's really funny. So I do know literally 4 friends who are 88, so it's a part of the life. Okay, Scorpio, lots. And for some reason I turned this around, Scorpio. I didn't mean to, but the King of Cups was on the bottom. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So we know open heart towards you, or open heart towards you. All the cards fell out. Open heart towards you. Maybe you have an open heart towards towards someone. Let's take a look at your cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Who's having fun? Me. We're only halfway done. This is okay. Somebody said that their grandma will be 100 in April. So happy centennial birthday. That's such a special birthday. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have making a choice, Scorpio. Time to make a decision, Scorpio. Magic and the Mirror. Magic and the Mirror. And again, Scorpios, I'm going to do your 2020 soon. Just hold on tight. The Magician and the Mirror. Okay, and then we have the woman holding a coin. The Queen of Coins, the woman with the coin. I have a feeling that you're involved in something. There's something, this feels like gaslighting, you know, like this feels like this magician feels like he's in some way making things appear, smoke screens, not gaslighting, smoke screens. And I have a feeling that you're making a choice between a long-standing decision, Scorpio. A long-standing decision is about to be made, I have a feeling. And it's something that is retroactive with regard to a situation that you were involved in some time ago. And you've always left it on the back burner, and now it's time to make a decision. This Magician in the Mirror is somebody who's around you, who in some way it's complicated, so it's hard to understand. That's what it is. There's some information that's around you that is complicated, so it's hard to understand. And either you're the woman holding a coin, or there's a woman around you or in a situation that you're involved in that has a lot of resources. She has a lot of equity. And I have a feeling that she in some way, she has a lot of resources, a lot of equity, and she's a powerful woman that you in some way either this is you or you're approaching her, and there's a situation that involves her that has a lot It's like the stakes are high. There's a lot of an opportunity. There's a huge opportunity for success, and then there's also a huge opportunity for, like, it's daunting. It's like it's like I'm gonna contact Michelle Obama and ask her to fund my idea. Like, it's kind of crazy like that. Like, it's kind of like I want to reach and ask this woman something, and she has money. Mm. And she's in control. Yes. Yes. Okay, so now we're gonna see 1, 2, 3, Scorpio. This Magician makes me feel like some of the things around you in the next 30 days, they could be one way or another. You're going to see things from two different perspectives. This is two doors, two different options from the Magician, and one woman. It's like making a decision between different variables, and at the end of your road in the next 30 days is her. She's there, and she's a monolith. She is a stoic figure in your life. She's unwavering and unchanging, and there's business to be had with her. But when I say business, I don't mean like only money business. I mean like relationship, love. You have to negotiate with her. She has control over assets, those kinds of things. Time to face the music with her in some way. Here is the next message. You have the Six of Swords. So it's time to move on from a situation and make a decision between two different options. Definitely an option being made between two different things here. If you chose number 2, we have the Seven of Cups, Venus and Scorpio. So if you're Venus and Scorpio, yeah, I told you there's something around you that's deceptive, and you can feel it already. I bet when you're watching this, you're like, yeah, I can feel that. There's deception, but it could be, like I said, due to the complexity. So it's only deceptive because you have to learn it more thoroughly, like you're missing the point on something, so it feels like deception, but it's actually the fact that you need to get more familiar with what's going on to understand it. And the deception comes in the fact that you don't understand all of it yet. So that's not that bad. And here we have, see, look at her. She's just like shutting you down, shutting you down. It's not like hatred, but it's frustration, because she is calling the shots. She is calling the shots, and she is going to make a large decision. And I have a feeling that you want to come into blows with her in some way, Scorpio. Or if you're her, then somebody wants to confront you because of your authority. But I have a feeling whoever is this person, whether it's you or the other person, this person's going to come out completely unscathed. There's completely, and it's almost like, it's like an ant trying to pick a fight with a tiger, you know? In this situation, this person has the upper hand, whether it's you or somebody else, and there's going to be hell to pay. And if this is the Scorpio, then I pity the fool, whoever is trying them or trying you in this situation. So an interesting 30 days, Scorpio. This really feels like a situation from the past that you're making a decision on. Learn something more. At first you don't trust it, but there's more to it there. You'll learn something valuable by paying attention. And then this woman, it's like, it's kind of like this woman who in some way she doesn't need the other person in the same way that the other person needs her. And that's the situation, simply. So whatever's going to come of it is and if you push that energy, you're going to see how little she's independent. And if this is you, Scorpio, there you go. Congratulations, girl. You're Miss Independent, Miss Self-Sufficient, and great. So we have the Tower. So it's going to be a really like leveling of the playing field here. Here is the next message we have. Boom, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Like, if somebody is trying to deny you, Scorpio, that you're their soulmate and this is you, they're going to learn a big lesson. You're coming into some kind of lesson about love, soulmate. This just turned around really quick. And I was like, why is the Scorpio energy kind of complicated? It's because it's the pushing of will. It's like encouraging someone to come to terms with the circumstances. It's like, dumb guy, you know that you love her, so you want to just do it. You want to giddy up, or, you know, it's like she's not going to try to convince you that she loves you. It's like it would be degrading to her to lower herself in that way. So the soulmate is like, yes, there's a truth in this, and you're dumb if you're not getting it. Like you're dumb. D-U-M-B. So you have this, it's a very kind of like, you know, it's like when somebody who doesn't, it's when somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about tries to explain a subject. It's very clear to everybody who does know what they're talking about that that person is full of it. It's the same thing. She knows the truth. She doesn't need to argue, and any challenge to that will just completely fall apart. Yes, this is your soulmate. So karmic lesson there for you guys. Sun, moon, and rising. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real, or you won't get it. I promise. Okay, so here we go next. Okay, so this is my pile. Let's keep reading. So we have the Eight of Cups. What was this here? Change, slow change. Yeah, so moving from anxiety towards a much more calm feeling about the things that are happening around you. That's nice. So less stressed out about the things that you need to achieve. The next message is Princess of Pentacles, the Fool, new beginnings, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. A new journey is planned, possibly by two women. A new journey in a new direction. And also the Sun in Virgo. This is going to take a lot of planning. Two people may be coming together to make a journey, to plan a journey, and that involves planning. There's going to be something unexpected that comes up with it. Or I think that people are working through quite a bit of fear. And so that comes with, you know, fear of a broken heart, fear that your heart will get broken. So there's, let's make this plan. Then people are taking a step back because they're worried. And then we have the Ace of Swords, but you're going to talk about it and work it out. Five of Swords, it will involve compromise. Not everybody's going to get everything that they want, but they'll get a big part of it. Somebody might be really resenting the fact they're not getting everything that they want in a situation, but a lot of good is coming their way, so it's kind of pointless to be sour about it. Really good time for you guys, for everybody in the home. And the King of Wands is there, positive energy coming to you through that, improving the energy, bringing warmth. And this person is very powerful. Whoever is around your home, this is for everybody. Whoever is around your home, they're bringing in some kind of magic into your space. So they're showing up, and just with their energy comes something really warm and nice. So look out for this person. And then we have the Ten of Wands. You know, too many cooks in the kitchen? Do you guys know that saying? When, like, you know, when people put in too much salt into the spaghetti, you know, like, that's the problem with too many cooks in the kitchen. One person puts in the salt, and then someone else puts in the salt, and before you know, it's salty, right? So it isn't that. Nothing is ruined, but I have a feeling that this energy is coming in to bring you guys something, and then it's going to be one thing too many on your plate, but it's not something that you want to give up. It's not something that you want to turn away from. And Aquarius is next, the star. It's going to work out. Whatever, this King of Wands is coming in, bringing something, and it's going to be at first a little bit of an adjustment, but then destiny comes knocking. No. Okay, so next. Okay, let's see. So somebody asked, Aquarius next. Hi, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So somebody asked about the membership badges. Depends on how long you've been a member, you get a different badge, so it changes. So if you're a ladybug, I think that's probably like the next tier up. That's all. So congratulations, ladybugs. Okay, so here we go. Next. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see. Let me know if you're an Aquarius watching. We're only on 8. Holy shoot, I'm taking a long time. Okay, so we have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So this is the sacral chakra. So passionate time for Aquarians. Ooh, Aquarian libido. Let's see what's going on with your chart before I continue. This is why, because I just like to chat. Okay, so we have Aquarius. Okay, so we have the sun moving into Aquarius. It's Aquarius season, so you guys get horny, I guess. Happy birthday, Aquarius. And then we have the Mercury in Aquarius, and then Ceres moving into Aquarius pretty closely there. So yeah, funky time. What else is going on for you that's sensual? Venus is in your second house. That means your face is looking flawless. Like when Venus is in your second house, like put on that makeup, like get made up, like you're gonna, and buy stuff. Like Venus in the second house is great for deals. So look around at deals, shop at deals, all that stuff should be really good right now. Juno's at the top of your chart. Mars, allow a male friend to take you out. If you know, allow a male friend to go. If a male friend asks you to go do something, go do it, Aquarius. So okay, Aquarius. And then we have solitude. Aquarius and Virgo are the two single signs. Who's a Virgo Aquarius like me and loves hearing that? Okay, so here is, oh, and you get the sacred pool too, number 47. So that's great. Okay. Well, we know what the sacral chakra is, everybody. And then solitude and the sacred pool. So we know what Aquarians are doing. Hanging out in their room with a bunch of lotion. Just kidding, guys. But it feels a little bit like that. It feels like there's a little bit of passion in your life. It feels like you're sort of taking a step back to do your own thing. And I have a feeling like this is like really cherishing and reflecting on something, like really getting in touch with sensuality and what matters to you and nurturing yourself. So there is definitely some kind of like, yeah, this is like 8th house. So this is real passion, like going for it. This is more in the 5th house, like romance and kindness and taking care of yourself and all these things. Okay, so we're going to do a little pick a card for Aquarius now. Who's having fun? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's see. Choose 1, 2, or 3 for your card. Aquarius bonus card because this one's stuck. Let's see what it is. So we have the 7 of Pentacles, Aquarius. Over the next 30 days, you're investing for the future. So over the next 30 days, don't be worried that everything's not popping around you like you'd like it to. You're taking what you have on hand now and you're moving it into the future. So it's long-term perspective. 1, 2, 3, all cards for everyone. So 5 of Wands, intense, oh, I almost said the S word, intense, passionate connection with someone else. And I feel like it's going to shake you up a little bit. It's going to be so powerful. So there's like a real urge towards someone. There's a real passionate urge. In fact, for some of you guys, this may be a passionate urge towards a friend, because Mars, which is the planet of intimacy, also is in the 11th house. So a male friend could hit on you or if you're a male, then you could be hitting on someone. So suddenly you could have a situationship going on, or a friends with benefits going on. And I think that in some way you have to like stop for a minute to like catch your breath and figure out, where you're at with it. Then and so you take a step back because you're like, yo, this is crazy. So Aquarians are kind of like that. They'll push into circumstances and then be like, nope, that's not for me. And that's why they do all these crazy things. That's why you guys do all these crazy things, because you can get out of there super fast too. So you have an exit strategy for anything. That means you can walk into like a whole like enclosure full of lions and be like, okay, it's time to go now, when it starts feeling dangerous. And I think that this is kind of like, you're not in danger here, but you put yourself out on the limb, get passionate with someone hits on you, and you're like, oh, this person, likes me more than I thought, like a friend who has a passionate feeling for you or towards you. And so you dip, you kind of do your own thing, because you feel like in front of you is the big thing. Like the next thing you feel like where you're going is like, you don't want, it's like you have $100 and you don't want to spend it today, because in like a short amount of time you're going to need it for something big. You just sense that there's something big coming for you. So here, and then we have the Tower. So you're going to definitely make a 180 on something. You've been going, and this could be the trigger. This is the trigger, the sacral chakra, the Archangel Ariel. So in some way you have this like very vibrant moment with someone, Aquarius, and I think that makes you think, and I think that makes you say, heck no, or I need to change something so I get more of this. So suddenly you put the pause button, do a 180, completely go the different way. And then we have the World. Some of you might actually go, or you may be there in your room with your lotion and be like, oh, heck no, I have to go. I have to connect with that person I love. So this is like, Aquarius, I have a feeling that you're going to make a bold move to get what you want that is emotionally fulfilling, like satisfying. I think you're going to in some way take a leap towards that which you want. It's that spa day. It's like you're going to very much take a direction that's fulfilling. Here is the next message. We have Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I have a feeling, Aquarius, that you're going to go on a limb with someone in the next 30 days. I have a feeling that you're going to figure it out in the next 30 days. And then in about 30 days from now, or maybe give or take a week or something, you're going to go for it. It's like you're there with your lotion, right? and you're like, man, and you keep on fantasizing about someone, right? And then you're like, bam, I got to go be with them, so I got to make a move. It's like, or maybe you're having a passionate time with your current partner, and then you're like, bam, but you're thinking about the other partner, and then suddenly you're like, but you're breaking your solitude, so very likely you're in your room with your lotion, and then you're going to make some kind of gesture. And it's a gesture towards relationship. It's a gesture towards what you want. It's that light bulb moment in which you realize that what you've been doing is living your life at 75%, where you can live it at 100. 100, everyone, 100. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. Okay, so let's do our general reading. Okay, so this one, yeah, okay. So if you don't know what I'm doing here, just go to the beginning. Some love oils, all that kind of stuff, yes. Here is the next message. Prince of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So this is for everybody, a general reading. Somebody coming in with an offer. The King of Swords there as well. What are all these people doing? What do they want? Four of Cups. Okay, somebody's coming in. This is important. So somebody's coming in with some oils. Somebody's coming in with some love, like very big. Like somebody wants to give you a big offer, you know? They can be any sign. But then there's another person who's coming in and they have more power, the King of Swords. Either they're maybe better with words or they have more money, they can more showmanship, whatever. But they're offering a fraction of what this person's offering. So it's almost like this person doesn't even have the resources to show up in the same way as the King of Swords does. But this person is offering the star. This person's coming through with the true intentions. So what it feels like is like you should stick to this Prince of Cups, whoever he is. The next message is Queen of Swords. You'll figure it out. You'll definitely figure it out. And then the Prince of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. This feels like a friend and justice. Libra's next. So this is interesting. There's someone who's around who's a friend or otherwise, who's in some way bringing in wealth for you in the next 30 days. And that's to make things fair. So things are coming in that are fair for you and balanced, okay? Okay, so next sign, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hi, Libras. Welcome. Oh. Please don't self-promote unless we've talked about it, please don't self-promote to the viewers. Thanks. Okay, so here we go. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And it's incredibly distracting for me as a reader. Or any reader, I would assume. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. Okay. So Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Libra energy. Making a choice. That's Scorpio, got this. Details. Libra. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Some of you are making decisions about where to move and how to move, and there's a lot of details. The sacral, or not the sacral, the root chakra. This is Libra for you. It's like, how do I put it into action? How do I put it into action? How do I make it what it is? What are the steps I need to take to achieve what I need to achieve? It's a very practical month for you, Libra. Sorry, it's just very blatant like that. And I think it starts with some kind of a decision between a couple different options. I think that it's a hard decision for you, Libra, because by choosing one, you can't do the other. And I think that both things you're sort of drawn towards, or both things you're sort of drawn towards. And there's a lot of learning that you're going to do this month over the next 30 days, looking in detail at something, really, really figuring out the foundation of things. So it's like, really, you're doing a lot of research here. Let's pick 1, 2, 3 cards. Pick a card if you want the strongest energy for you. Then pick 1, 2, or 3, but all 3 cards are for all Libras. Let's take a look. So we have the 3 of Swords. A situation is forcing your hand to make a decision between 2 different things. Okay, so a situation is forcing your hand to make a decision between 2 different options. It's really, really pushing you towards one or the other, and that's the heartbreak, that you have to let one thing go. The next message is the Hanged Man. So Libras, do not feign being detailed about this. This is where you need to use your focus and really understand the situation that you're dealing with well. It feels tedious, boring, maybe not even. I think you're going to be excited learning about this, but there's a lot of details to learn, and I feel like you need to take your time with what you're learning, because you're learning the foundation of something. You're learning the foundation, and you're learning the foundation of something, and you really want to learn it well. And then we have the Five of Cups, which is disappointment. You learned from the past how miscalculations prevent you from having both things. So this is the time in which, in the next 30 days, Libra, you're really meant to specifically figure out exactly what the foundation is to avoid another situation where you have to let one thing go. So for some of you, this is going to be, you have two jobs and now they're overlapping, causing conflict, and you'll have to quit one. For some of you Libras, especially Libra men there with Mars in Libra, maybe you're dating two women and you're going to have to choose between one or the other. So next time you're going to have to figure out a better strategy, my Libras, okay? But you need to learn the details and really figure out your circumstances and your environment in the next 30 days. And then we have the forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments. I have a feeling that something happened to you, like someone else did something to you and it's uncomfortable or it's not what you wanted. But I have a feeling that you are forgiving that person and their transgression, but the real work is coming in where you say, okay, they did this to me, but what am I going to do better myself? You know? So it's like you take the ownership over your own choices in the situation, Libra, and really learn from a situation that you weren't culpable for. So you were not the person who was causing the waves, but you're still trying to learn from the situation so that you're more successful in the future. Good for you. That's a very, very smart way to go about doing things. You're going to be learning, reading a lot, lots of research, not skimping on it, really focusing on getting the foundation right. That's really good. No, I haven't done Leo. Okay, so, and thanks Knitting Yogi for doing everything and all of that. So here is the next message. So Sagittarius next. So this is a month, as it stands alone as an energy, Sagittarius is suggesting that the energy is in some way really slow to move, and I kind of see it that way as well. So allow everybody across the board, allow things to happen allow things to happen as they will. Like, allow things to evolve and allow yourself to learn from the evolution of the world around you in whatever realm of the world you are experiencing this in. It's almost like you can't cook something too fast or it's going to ruin it, right? Like you can't rush some things. Yes? Okay. And shout out to the Philippines. I see somebody in Malaysia. I just want to say shout out to the Philippines because I know there's a volcano there that's ready to erupt. I hope you guys are safe and my thoughts are with you. And shout out to everybody in Australia because I haven't done that yet. And that's very, very sad. Very, very sad bushfire in Australia. And I wish you guys all the best with that as well. So Sagittarius. Oh. Caveat after caveat. Sidebar, sidebar. Okay, so here is the next message. We have rock bottom. Sag, rock bottom. I like this card. It's kind of like in and then out. So it's like some, you're gonna see something. You're going to see something that is gonna, it's an important thing for you to see so that you can learn from it and keep going. So if you are experiencing some kind of rock bottom, it's just short-term and temporary. The next message, ooh, this came in with a reverse, man holding a coin. So you guys know I don't read reversals for the most part, but if a card sneaks in like this, I'm going to honor it. So this to me suggests that you're dealing with someone who doesn't really have money. And then we have the thinking man. Ooh, I don't like so many men in a reading like this. What is this? What do they want? I'm suspicious. You know, you guys know that song, Don't Be Suspicious? Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. It's like, I think that someone around you, Sag, is going to act in a way that's going to make you, they don't have money, they're hitting rock bottom. It's really like a nasty energy. And I have a feeling that you've had enough from this person and you're sort of done. And I have a feeling that there's someone around who's trying to, it almost feels like a scoundrel. Like there's someone who's a scoundrel around you. And there's someone who's trying to help you figure it out. So there's someone who's a friend or a confidant, maybe a family member, who's helping you figure out this situation. And I have a feeling that you know this person for some time now, and you see this coming. It's not a surprise. And I have a feeling that you're losing respect for this person and how they're acting. It's like they're dragging you into darker places that you need to be, and it's all like wrapped up together in one big thing. So let's see and clarify. The next message is we have the Seven of Cups. This is substance abuse, you guys, and that's what I was kind of thinking, that, you know, you've been around someone who's using substances, or, you know, abusing substances. And I have a feeling that that gets dragged like into another low. And then we have the Ace of Cups, and you have a new feeling about things. Whereas before this person had you wrapped around their finger, I have a feeling that you're really nurturing a feeling of independence from this person, Sag. I have a feeling that these shadows on the wall, or the skeletons in your closet, or whatever is freaking you out about the past, really had you trapped in it before, but now I think you're finding your own emotional freedom in it. And then we have the Three of Swords. I think that you turn towards someone for help and to understand your circumstances. I think it helps for a time, but don't go 100 into this energy. I have a feeling that this energy, it's kind of like a rebound energy or something like that. Something that serves its purpose, but then sort of bails out on you a little bit, you know, and may let you down, or it serves its purpose and then it may let you down, or it may, if you think, listen, if this is your relationship and you're just done with it and you're finally ready to let it go, you might talk to a friend or even a romantic interest and kind of get the hots for this person because this person's healthy, whereas this person's not. But I have a feeling that this person helps you figure it out, and you may in some way feel as though this person is in some way, you may be all end all, the problem, the solution to your problems. And I think if you put too much weight on this person, then what you're going to get is a disappointment. I don't think that it's, so in other words, use this person as a friend, but don't let your emotions get carried away. And work on separating yourself from these peaks and these lows and all the gluttony involved in that. And I mean, including drinking or drugs and all the consequences of it. Get clear, get healthy, and don't try to find the solution in another person right away. There will be other people that are coming your way. But I think that this next 30 days is really about healing for you. Healing circumstances that you have accepted that have polluted your life. You need to clear those out. You need a liver detox. That's coming up a lot right now. Okay, so let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And I think that's what I was kind of describing. Whereas it feels like this person's upright, they're healthy, they're smart. And I think that like you turn to them to vent or to clear out this situation. And at first they give you some good solutions and, you know, food for thought. So it's kind of like an act of control. Like, I can align with this person and therefore this will be all gone. So you're really trying to push this away, but that's not the way through the problem. The way through the problem is to accept all the stages of grief and loss, which happens when you have a partner who's not healthy, or a friend who's not healthy, a family member who's not healthy. And so you can't control that process. You have to live it, right? So you can't create a new relationship just to get rid of an old one. You're going to ricochet and you're going to cause yourself more setbacks than good. So you're on the right track here. Just don't get distracted by the sexy thinking man, because I think it'll be quite seductive for you. And if you date women, then it's a woman, but I think it'll be quite seductive for you. But at the same time, I don't think it's meant to stand the test of time. Like, it's not meant to be forever. Okay? And if this isn't about love, then it's definitely about another situation where you're really trying desperately to get away from something and you try to find a quick solution. And your homework for the next 30 days is to appreciate it and be grateful for it, but don't think that this is the one and only solution that you need. There's more coming. Don't cause yourself setbacks by, giving 100% to this yet. Maybe in the future, but not now. Okay? Sag. Okay, so let's go. This is group reading. We're almost at the end here. We have the Empress, Venus, Prince of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Three of Wands, Hanged Man. Somebody is bringing in good energy towards you. Somebody is bringing in gifts or positive energy, and I think that will maintain a little bit. Disappointment. And we have Leo and Gemini left. Okay, so hold on. Things are not moving along as fast as you would like them to. This is for everybody, but you will be successful through this. Princess of Wands, Lovers, Gemini next. A sibling comes into town. For many of you, you will see your siblings. You will have a good time. Or a younger friend shows up and you go and you party or whatever you do. You'll have some nice times there. Okay? So let's see the next message. So this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. 1, 2. This one wants to come out for Gemini too. And then we have 2 more. Gemini's got 5 cards. Woohoo! Okay, so let's see your first message. You have the Temple Path. Ooh, speaking of the Maharaja, this is kind of like something similar. And then we have 2 cards. We have Rock Bottom and Rescue. Ooh, Rescue and Rock Bottom. So Gemini's out for either being rescued or on a mission to save someone's life. Here is the next message. You have the Door to Value and Sad Embrace. Gemini's sort of, I have a feeling that there's a missed opportunity, Gemini, and I don't mean to be disparaging, but I feel like there's definitely, you're regretting something in the past that you missed. You thought you would get this opportunity, but you didn't get it, and you're thinking about it. The fact that you're thinking about it is, you're thinking about it's sad that you're thinking about it and that you regret that you missed it. However, the fact that you feel bad about that is your signal that you care about the thing you missed. And the fact, and from that, you can draw the conclusion that something like the thing you missed is something that you want. So it's actually a win because you've identified something that you want, right? So this is a win. This is like a mission and a rescue. It really feels like either you guys are going in or somebody's going in on your behalf to save you. And yeah, there's like a rescue effort. There's definitely a rescue effort. Just notice like the 16, which reminds us of the Tower in the tarot. And this feels like almost like a perilous, like we're going to go in there and we're going to try to save this person or this situation. And the temple path, so we have a gazebo here, right? So it's like gazebos are like places where people would hang out, you know, in the summertime or not, and you could sit around. Sometimes there would be flowers, tables, people would brunch there. So it's, you're in a part of this month, Gemini, you're really enjoying yourself. However, there will be a situation that will warrant your attention, or possibly you will need very quickly help suddenly. You know, your card breaks down and you need AA, or something else happens and you need rescue. And then there's this situation that you start thinking about that you missed out on, but you realize that it mattered to you, and therefore that's inspirational for where to go next. Okay. We went really slow today, but that's because you guys waited. So we have, bonus card because I made an error. So we have the King of Wands. I have a feeling this King of Wands has something to do with this. This could also be, again, with somebody drinking or getting in trouble while drinking and like giddy up and trying to, it really feels like a rescue mission of something or someone. Let's see the next message. So we have the Temple Path. So you're in some, Gemini, this really feels like some pristine, perfect place. Pristine, perfect place where you feel super aligned, and you feel super aligned, and you feel super comfortable. So you find yourself this month in some amazing place. And then like perfect, I was doing this, like it's perfect, some amazing place. And then the rescue, the High Priestess. A High Priestess or an oracle is in trouble, or you get a premonition of danger and you just go for it. This feels like a huge thing. This feels like suddenly drop everything. We have to save this person, and it's definitely a person. Either you're the one doing the saving or you're the one being saved. And then we have the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Secondary transits in fire, possibly Sag, Leo, or Aries. This situation could have involved something that you are really realizing you care about. So this King of Cups could be you realizing that you really cared about a situation, and you're sad you didn't get on that opportunity when there was chance. Okay? The next message is we have the True Love, Gemini. This is romance of a lifetime. There's a lot of urgency here. This is very like Midsummer Night's Dream, you know. If you guys know the play, it's like this romantic whatever play, like relaxing, having fun. But just like in Midsummer Night's Dream, suddenly all these things happen and there's all this action. So I think in the next 30 days, there's going to be something involving a High Priestess where there's going to be like a quick movement towards something, towards salvaging or saving something. There's going to be a lot of effort, and it's going to feel very alarming, like we have to do this right now. And then there's going to be a lot of reflection on maybe things in the past. But remember, that reflection is going to tell you which way to go. I also feel like these two kings are coming into conflict. So I'm not sure what that means for you guys, but I have a feeling that there's competing interests coming at each other for the same thing. And I think this is you, Gemini, sort of just bending over and thinking and feeling overwhelmed. But I have a feeling that this is your true love, this King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But I think that this person in some way is like challenging that. This person is in some way like on the scene, but the true love, it feels like this King of Cups. Or if this is a past relationship, you're going to meet another situation that is very similar. Another situation that is very similar, that mirrors this King of Cups that you knew before, and you'll have another opportunity, and that will be your true love. So it's either the person in the past, and if it's not the person in the past, then it's the person that this situation is inspiring you for. But there is definitely direct competition for it. There's someone who's in some way taking you in a new route. You know, this person is taking you in this new direction, and that direction, be careful, Gemini, because you have a path that matters a lot to you, and if you forget about it, it's like the never-ending story. If you forget about it, you may forget about it forever. You may forget about it for an eternity, or you may forget about it until your next lifetime. So you may miss an opportunity there if you're not careful, okay? A little bit of a warning, but I think you'll be okay. So let's finish up our reading, and then we'll do Leo last but not least. So we have Lovers, we have the Ten of Cups, okay? Lovers, Ten of Cups, happiness, love. Look at this, the big Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, some people are getting pregnant this month for sure. And then lust. That's a lot of love making. And Nine of, yeah, there's a lot of love making here. So that this is for everyone. Love, passion, new beginnings. Say yes, say I do. If somebody says, let's do this, go for it. If it's safe, if it's healthy. The next message is the Sun, romantic time. But then it's like coming back into reality. Can I have all these things? I missed the Leo card at some point there, so we'll save that for last. And then we have Oh, so you start feeling a certain kind of way about someone, but then you say, you almost feel like it's not possible that it could happen. That's for everyone. But again, it's kind of like the Gemini reading. It's like, maybe it's not meant for the person that you're pining about. Maybe it's not the person that you're thinking about, but maybe you're learning your lesson for this next person that's coming in, the person that actually matters, the person that's actually important to you, right? Guys? So that was like a 78 card reading in an all sign reading. Last but not least, oh, right, there was Leo right there. Where did I see Leo? There's Leo right there, the lust card. Lusty Leos. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, mother lovers. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Meow, meow, mother lovers. We're adding mother lovers at the end for Leos. Okay, Leos. I think Leos are in for it this month, in the next 30 days. Let's see. I'm going to just double check your chart. You guys are going to get very productive. Let me show you your astro circle. So you have in here, this is the 6th house. It's already crazy for you right now, but I have a feeling that it's pretty gnarly over the next 30 days. You're going to be crazy busy, just really not getting enough sleep, not getting enough rest, too many things going on, but being productive with all of it. So good energy. We have the Magician and the Mirror. And then we have the Storm warning, Leo. And then we have the Gentle Gardener. I have a feeling that somebody's going to come in and cause some disturbances. I think it's a man. Let's just assume if somebody's causing a disturbance, it's going to be a man. I'm just kidding. But I do have a feeling that there's a circumstance that maybe not even be directly involving you, but somebody is causing quite a bit of ruckus, quite a bit of BS, quite a bit of stuff going on. And I have a feeling that there's another energy, a female energy, that's bringing a lot of calm to the situation and clarity. This is a person who doesn't express everything that they say and leaves you wondering so that you feel uncomfortable. It's a very backhanded way to treat others, right? So it's like leaving them hanging just for, it's sadistic. It's for the purpose of making them uncomfortable or whatever. You're caught up in a situation where somebody's messing with your feelings, Leo, but at the same time, there's someone who's coming in who's providing clarity, calm. You're going to spend time with someone who's nice, who's going to just bring the energy really to a better place and also help you understand this situation. So she's going to help you resolve it, or he's going to help you resolve those feelings. So somebody's like purposefully not telling you something or purposely leaving you hanging to make you feel away, you know? So be careful for that. Don't let because you guys are so upfront, you know? I love Leos. Direct, upfront, honest, whatever. And I have a feeling that's your kind of Achilles heel. When somebody wants to hurt a Leo, they'll like do that kind of stuff, because if they're manipulative enough, they'll figure out that Leos, that's really tough for you to deal with, because all you want is the truth up front. You want things in order. So if somebody's messing with you, heck yeah, they may do that. Heck yeah, they may just gaslight you or avoid telling you the whole thing, leave you hanging emotionally. But I think this person's going to bring you calm and like help you deal with it, you know? Okay. Here are 1, 2, 3. Pick a card, or all cards for you guys. This person is projecting. They have a broken heart and they're projecting onto other people and causing all of this crappery. Okay. Then we have the 2 of Pentacles, and slowly and surely things will change. I have a feeling like the thick of the storm is behind you. Whereas, you know that song, like the first, I don't know what it's called, the first stab is the deepest or whatever, and it's all about how when the first time you get hurt, that hurts the most, but then after you kind of figure out how to deal with it. I have a feeling that this is the, like, you've been through this before. It doesn't feel good, but it's like, it's not a surprise. But you're edging your way out of that storm and out of, before when it was first happening and this person was projecting their heartbreak onto you and trapping you in it with them, it was very, very helpless feeling. And now you're in some way making your way away from that dynamic where you're no longer susceptible to this person's. And this person may not be doing it intentionally or consciously. This person's just doing them and it's affecting you. And the next message is the 3 of Pentacles. So work at work, calm at work, seeing clarity at work, reconciling your circumstances at work. Okay, all of that stuff. And Leo, I see this on the bottom for you, King of Cups. Maybe not so much yet, but it's coming. I have a feeling there's a lot of reprieve here. There's a lot of like feeling better about things, being productive, and then finding resolution in feeling productive. I'll show you guys something in your astro circle. This card is ruled by Mars in Capricorn, and in the next 30 days, Mars is going to move into Capricorn. So it's all about like leaving turbulent waters, leaving turbulent emotions behind, and really having an important conversation with someone who's very calm, like a grandmother, you know, like just a really sweet energy, and that getting your head right to kind of pull you through. This is Jupiter in Capricorn. So it's like it's like enough of this, enough of the emotional turmoil. You put your pen to paper and you start making things, you start working, and you start, enough of the emotional stuff. Let's move on and get things done. That's your energy for the next 30 days. Let's see your next message. Wow, we went really long. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. I have a feeling you got stuck in this, Leo, because of altruism, because you wanted a good situation for them, you felt bad for them, and or you're in love with them and they've trapped you emotionally. And so I have a feeling that this is about you allowing them to make their mistakes, allowing them to do what they do, allowing them to heal on their own terms, and giving them the space as you focus on things that will bring you success and prosperity and money, lots of money. You guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a nice evening today. Make sure to leave a comment and a like down below. I'll be back with more videos for everyone and for members only, as well as the last few 2020 videos. Thank you. Take care. Bye.